Hi, friends. I hope you, your families, your loved ones, and your team members in offices are keeping well. As all of us are going through certain frustration, certain psychological, emotional, um, as we're feeling so down, right? And we are mentally down or physically down, right? As we are feeling very insecure. As a corporate trainer and outbound trainer with around 22 years of experience and 13 years of professional experience in the human resource management field. I thought I'll share with you a few points, give you a heads up as I've been sharing this with a few HR and training management in the past. So I thought I'll share it with the whole community now on how best the employee and employer could come to a win-win situation, right? Join hands and pull yourselves through during these difficult times. So starting off with the employee, I'd like to say, friends, employees, be very understanding with your employer these days. Everything has come to a standstill, right? But be very understanding and be very appreciative, be very supportive towards the employer, right? That you have your job, right? And the employer has been good enough to retain you. If you have a job, just prove yourself. You might wonder, well, I have proved myself, I have given the best I can to this company. Yes, you did, that's why you were chosen, because you were good. But this is the time you have to prove your self-worth. So prove yourself. For that you have to have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in yourself, prove yourself, and to the management, right? Come into a win-win situation, be supportive towards each other, and as both parties are needed to pull out of this situation. Remember, employees, your employer, the owner of the company, or your management, they are all human beings too. They are not machines, they are all human beings too. They also have feelings, they also have worries, but in spite of that, they retained you, right? They will make mistakes, they would have made mistakes, they will still certainly make mistakes in the future. But as an employee, a well respected employee who is stuck with the employer, right, be very supportive, right? And support each other. See, employees, you all have to be very happy that you all have a job. In time to come, the world is being it's being digitized. AI is coming in, robots, computers, all that is coming in. Be very happy that you have the job now, right? So what you have now, I got to tell you, just secure it. What you have now, secure it. If not, in time to come, it will be a big problem. Balance your work. Be in a win-win situation with your employer. Balance your work, right? Be in a win-win situation with your employer. Come into terms, not into argument terms. Come into terms. Have a lot of patience, right? And be willing to sacrifice certain dues, because you might have been getting good perks in the past, but at this situation, your perks, your incentives may be cut down. It won't be for lifetime. These are all temporary setbacks. So be very understanding with your employer, with your management, with the owners of the companies, and support them. Be satisfied at least what you got, right? And be appreciated that we have been given your job. Job is what matters most. All your perks, incentives could be earned back by proving yourself towards the company. Just stay positive. Have open dialogues with your management or your employer. Totally have open dialogues. Don't come into confrontation, because that won't get you anywhere. Because to come out of the situation, you have to prove yourself worth. To come out of the situation, every employee has to come to terms to a win-win situation with the employer. And now if I come on to the employer, ladies and gentlemen, sirs, madams, HR managers, training managers, please understand. First golden rule we all respect is your employees are your biggest asset. Never forget that. They cannot be valued. You choose your employees because they are good. Okay, we are facing difficulties, right? And we will find hard to return them, but you have to take the correct decisions. You will, mind you will find it very hard to get good, effective employees. So, see, because if we downsize our staff now, in time to come, it will be very hard to find those same staff with those same values and with those same work which they have been giving back to the company. So return your best, retain your best. You choose your employee because they are the best, right? So come into terms and retain your base. Strike a deal, offer them a reasonable pay, and retain them. Remember, they stood by you in more harder times in the past, right? Employers, please don't let emotions take over. This will happen because we are all human beings, right? There's nothing to hide. This will happen, but don't let your emotions take over. Your employees, develop your organization. Remember, you are there where you are. Your companies, organizations are there where you are because of your people, right? So respect that. Speak to them, motivate them. Do not hurt their feelings, as they all human beings, right? This time, because the employers feel frustrated, they'll try to take it out of the employee. They might not know what you are saying, right? So don't let that happen. Be in control of yourself. You let go. Remember, it's more than you. Your organization will be suffering. So be in control of the situation, right? These are frustrated times, but always remember, your employees, right, are your best asset. They are your most valued asset, right? Do not show any signs of weakness to your employees, or do not show your inability to manage the company. See, if you show that now, for some reason you come into terms, most of the companies have told me, okay, we are downsizing our staff, Shehan, for the moment, but in time to come we'll be retaining them back. But if you show that your company or you are unable to manage, or any signs of mismanagement, the employees will lose faith in you, and the time you want to take them back, they'll never join you, because that trust and faith, once employee loses in the employer, it cannot be taken back. However much you offer, they will never come back, right? Because employees come to the employer with a lot of faith, expectation, right? So you lose that, you'll never get it back. Money cannot buy that back, right? I mean, it's totally understood, dear sirs, gentlemen, owners of companies. You're only human, right? You're worried not knowing what the future will look like. But let me tell you, as a HR professional and a trainer, please think about this. Is it worth to lose an employee or a good worker for a lifetime because you are unable to retain that person for these couple of months more? Is it worth? Think a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, corporate sector employees, just think a minute. HR managers, training managers, up to you all to support the management with this point too. It's very important, as I have been contracted, right, where a lot of counseling is needed for the employees, right? Employers, please make sure that your employees are being counseled. You might say, okay, I am every measure is taken to counsel my employees, but nobody is willing to speak to me. Who is going to counsel me? Remember, you're at the top. You're no more a boss. You're no more a leader. We never believe in bosses. We believe in leaders. But at this situation, you're one step ahead more than a leader. That is, you're a godparent. You're a godparent to these employees, right? So act as a godparent. Don't act in any other way. Act as a godparent. It comes in my mind at this moment that when I was a head of HR in a leading star class hotel in Colombo as a head of HR, the director general manager, right, he was very close to me. He treated me more than HR manager. He treated me like his own son, right? So I remember, I never forget my past. I'll always proud to tell you all this, where this gentleman, the director general manager of the hotel, right, actually this is something which he learned from his father. He always told me, Shehan, treat each and every employee, right, have a relationship of a parent to child. This worked, my friends, this worked, right? Have a relationship, right, more than employee to employer. Have a relation between a parent and a child. See, because it's true, we'll never abuse, misuse, right, and disrespect our children. That same approach, if we have towards the employees, it'll work. It has worked for me, I'm telling you, right? Not only in that company, but down the line in other HR positions I held, it has helped me, and I have been sharing this, and the people who practice this are telling me it has really worked for them also. So these are good ways of approaching, because all employees, as us, as the employees, they are also human beings, right? Show your employee a life, right, Show your employees a life. They have been working hard. At this moment, what you will be offering them would be a secure job. Go one step ahead, my dear employers. Show them a life more than a job. Show them a future as a life more than a job. Good time this is for all employees, right, to study or get to know the employers by studying maybe their personal life, their personal files, right, because whatever information we get is through our downliners in the HR or in the training field, or it will only come during when we have to do evaluation. It will come on a piece of paper, we just read it, a few points, sign it off. But this is a good time for you to get to know the people who are really working with you. Study their personal files, go into it. You might find things you will not know about them, maybe hidden talents. Sometimes you might have good people in the wrong position. Right? So you can identify all that. This is a good time, right? So HR managers, training managers, L&D managers, you all too have a big role to play, right, in this supporting the employer, right? So I will conclude by saying that please practice these, get a few points. I'm sure you all will pick out for few points which will help you. It has helped me, and I have been giving advice to other corporates, and they have been telling me that I came out with this video to help you all have that relationship of a parent to child. You all are employee and employer, but I hope what I have helped you will help you all to have a better understanding and a better engagement session between employee, employer, and one step ahead as a parent to child. So with this, I'll be wishing you all, employee, employer, dear sirs, madams, ladies and gentlemen, heads of HR, heads of training and development, learning and development, right? Rally round, sustain, retain the people you have, retain the employees you have, that they will give that respect back in return, and they will give their support back in return. So employee, employers, please know these are win-win situation. Stick together, right? Sort out your differences, stick together, and come out of this situation. For that, I wish you all the best, right? And I'll be posting a few more videos in future of the training side, of the outbound training side in future. So adios, all the best.